I'm Uncle Lair, and it's a really exciting evening tonight. It's really so cool. Now, we've revamped Inside the Disc, and we're on our way to putting it on its own very own YouTube channel, where you can listen in at any time. You don't have to just be on the dial. And it's with much honor and pleasure to start this new series out with a guy he's a legacy. In fact, he's living off his royalty checks right now. I mean, I'm in awe right now to be with him. And he told me not to call him, I told him I'd call him the Reverend of Rock. He said, but don't call me Reverend Wright. This is Rob Rockin Wright. How you doing?
How you doing, Uncle Lar? No, I'm saying I'm looking forward to speaking with you tonight.
Well, it's hard for me to speak because I'm in awe because of all the things I've, heard about you and seen about you. And, let's cut the BS aside and let's talk about whiskey, bullets, bacon, and beer, because I got my garage filled with them right now.
Oh, that song was so much fun. It was actually done on a bet. I was sitting in a bar with an old friend of mine that runs an imaging golf course company up in San Diego, and it was a nice day. We're sitting down at Huntington Beach, California, and he was a little one of those yelling in your ear, thinking he's whispering kind of drunk guys, and he says, I don't think you could write a song about something. And I'm like, what's that? And he's like, here's one: whiskey, bullets, bacon, and beer. And I'm like, well, I bet you I can. I said, what's the bet? And he says, dinner of your choice. I'm like, all right. So basically went to work on it. Pitched it off a good friend of mine, an old guitarist of mine in Silent Crime, John Frashon, and we put it together, and I got all the music tracks done and gave it to him, and we came up with the old End of the World Doom package. What's your survival kit in case, and it was like early 2012. So we had the Mayans, prediction of doom in December. The North Koreans were doing what North Korea does, and so it was a perfect topic. And not only did I win the bet, but we did a video to go along with it. So I think it turned out pretty good.
This is TWM News, reporting on the only way to survive the Mayans' prediction of doom. It has been discovered the only way is to stockpile whiskey, bullets, bacon, and beer. For more details, stay tuned.
Have we lost our bloody minds?
Laptop read the Morning Post. The headline saying you better stop praying, 'cause soon we'll all be toast. A quick thought going through my head is, how can I survive? I made a list and I checked it, and here's how I'll get by. Whiskey, bullets, bacon, and beer. I'm here to make one thing perfectly clear. Whiskey for courage, bullets wipe away my fear. I love bacon, wash it down with a beer. The ancient minds, no denying, marked our end of time. Didn't even have the will, and we lost our bloody minds. People hoarding everything as prices start to climb. FEMA has your survival list, and I have mine. Whiskey, bullets, bacon, and beer. I'm here to make one thing perfectly clear. Whiskey for courage, bullets wipe away my fear. I love bacon, wash it down with a beer. what's coming and what you ought to fear. So check the list of things you'll need so you can stay alive. I'll say it now one more time. Here's how I'll survive. Whiskey, bullets, bacon and beer. I'm here to make one thing perfectly clear. Whiskey for courage, bullets wipe away my fear. I love bacon, wash it down with a beer. I love bacon, wash it down with a beer. I love bacon, wash it down with a beer. Whiskey, bullets, bacon, beer.
Hey, let's go back to young Rock when he picked up the harmonica before the guitar.
Well, I grew up in Huntington Beach, California. So, I was a latchkey kid. I was raised by just my dad. And so basically I grew up on the beach, and I was sort of taken in by a bunch of older guys, construction workers. They had a pad down there, and we were the 19th Street Surf Crew. And every night they would all play guitar, Bread songs and Neil Young and a bunch of them would do it. And so in order for me to fit in with the old guys, I basically picked up a harmonica, and man, I got pretty good at it. And then one of them gave me one of their old guitars, and and off I was just off. Never put it down after that. It's crazy. Ever since I was itty bitty, I was always fascinated with things like Loch Ness Monster and UFOs, and I get these little magazines and I read them, and paranormal. I'm fascinated. And there's so many TV shows that some are really bad and some of them are really cool. And I got to thinking, they're saying, "Oh, we heal children, and I'm like, why would children be stuck? And then there you go. That's the way my writing mind thinks, I come up with a title, Children of a Lesser God. I said it out loud, and then, 3 weeks later, it's done. And then I look back and I'm like, whoa, that was different. All right, so on to the next. I really like Children of a Lesser God. It was a stretch for me. I absolutely tore my right rotator cuff while playing bass to that song, and it's still sore today.
You know, reading your bio and everything, I remember they tore the Coliseum down here in Corpus Christi, Texas, but I remember seeing Frank Marino and Mahogany Rush, and he did a song called Dragonfly that just blew me away.
Yeah.
And,
Right.
And I hear that you actually got to open up and play with Frank Marino.
No, I actually was. I played in Mahogany Rush with Frank Marino on the Strange Dream record.
Oh, now I'm really brain fucked. Excuse me.
Yeah, we did a West Coast. We did a West Coast stint, and I got asked to come in and do that. The Strange record with him on that. So that was really exciting for me to do.
So cool.
Yeah, what a phenomenal person.
Really?
Yeah, with Rob Howe on the other guitars, and what a great guy he is too. I'm still friends with Rob Howe.
I tread the tangles of your love. I've swam in the wake of your dreams. We stood on the cusp of a new dawn. That's where you abandoned me. So stand up and show them the kind of world you live for me. I stay awake in the nighttime, far, far away, so you won't see. Following only my inside voices. This time the blame falls solely on me. So
Inside the Disc, talking with Mr. Rockin, Rob Wright, and evidently he ran across Lindsay Lohanham or Kim Kardashian. Come on, man. Did you have to dumb it down that night when you ran across those two?
Yeah, I'm thinking so. Well, actually, I only got to meet Kim Kardashian's butt. I really never got to see her face. Yeah, dumb it down. What a goofball song that is. But it's true, I'm very educated. I've got a degree in business administration. I've got a degree in computer science and music engineering. So for me to actually go out and mingle in a bar and meet somebody, I'm not saying I speak over the people's heads, but I don't know how to communicate in that environment. And so, once again, my trusty manager, Vince Pursley, who passed away, rest his soul, he said, "Man, you got to dumb it down, dude." And once again, my mind immediately went into song mode. And it's just about, you meet girls in the bar, sometimes you just got to dumb it down. If you really want to score or hook up or whatever it is, sometimes you just got to assess the situation and make them feel like they're in charge. And so that's what that song's all about.
I was thinking more like, it was a Democratic song, if you're going to vote for Hillary, you got to dumb it down, man.
Well, we won't even go there.
Yeah, we won't.
I know you're just a teaser, but I can't walk away. Your dress so short and eyes so blue, and you know I wanna play. Not much for conversation as I lay my best lie down. As I spoke to you when you looked away, it's time for another round. I've got to turn it down. It's all I say. Got to turn it down. If you want me to play, got to turn it down. That's all I say. I've got to turn it down. Turn it down. I know what makes a woman, and you know what makes a man. There's nothing I can say to you to make you understand. I watch you walk across the floor as my jaw just hits the ground. I know you like to rock and roll, but I'm not here for the sound. I've got to turn it down. That's all I say. I've got to turn it down. If you want me to play, got to turn it down. That's all I say. I've got to turn it down. Turn it down. I know what makes a woman, and you know what makes a man. There's nothing I can say to you to make you understand. I've got to turn it down. That's all I say. I've got to turn it down. If you want me to play, I've got to turn it down. That's all I say. I've got to turn it down. Turn it down. Turn it down. I've got to turn it down. I've got to turn it down.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes,
Is Lita Ford really as pretty in person as she is on the album? I had the album with her with the duo with Ozzy Osbourne, and
Lita is one of the nicest big people in rock and roll that you'll ever meet. I mean, going back from her heritage all the way, the Runaway, all the way up. When I got with her, it was actually, we opened up for her many years prior to when I actually got to play with her. And I mean, she would talk to you and sit down and just was the nicest person ever. I mean, I have nothing but respect for her.
kind of like me tonight with you. I mean, you're taking the time out for this lowly little endeavor I got with the pirate radio station going. Let's go back a little further, man. I've heard of the Whiskey A Go-Go. I've never been there, but I would like to go there. But you played there.
Yeah, I mean, all the good clubs in the Sunset Strip area, where the Roxy and the Whiskey A Go-Go and Gazzari's. As a matter of fact, the last show we did at Gazzari's was the night we got signed by Capitol Records in 1988. So, those places really, have a just nostalgic history of just the people that have played in these places, and the Doors, and it's ominous when you go backstage and they still have the original walls in the backstage, and you could just sit there and read little scribbles from everybody that's ever played there, and you could spend an entire evening back there.
I worked hard my entire life just to pay their bills. I wasted more than most enjoy for parties and short-lived thrills. Unafraid to try new things, always tempted by the fire. I was willing to give to you everything that you desire. I think it's time you realize, I've been this way before. I've been the bank and you followed me, but I came up a little bit short. It's not for trying, it's my faith I must explore. Be the man that I wanna be, but it came out a little bit short. Came up a little bit short. My guitar, it has a story to tell. Nights and days in cheap motels. Why is the mirror always haunting me? What's it gonna take to set me free? I think it's time to realize, I've been this way before. But it came up a little bit short. It's not from trying, it's my faith I must explore. Be the man that I wanna be, but it came up a little bit short. It's never trying. It's my faith that must explore. Be the man that I wanna be. But it came a little bit short. Came up a little bit short.
throughout your career, I caught wind from Little Bird that, you've done some movie soundtracks and stuff.
Yeah, I was fortunate to hook up with a producer and singer-songwriter named Gene Navarro back in I think it was, I don't remember the year, it was in the 80s, mid-80s, I think, maybe later 80s. And we worked on a movie called Jackknife, starring Robert De Niro. And it was a Vietnam guy coming home kind of drama. And we got to do the prom scene song. So it was a ballad. It's called What a Love, What a Life. And that was really exciting to do that, to see how that whole production gets put together, where they tie the songs into the movies and stuff. It was interesting to watch and very educational.
Well, I bet you anything, Rob, that probably, maybe it might have inspired you to just be the person you are today, seeing the Vietnam vets that come home and, how they were treated and all. And
it's about honor, I mean, that's one thing that we have as Americans. I mean, we feel our honor, and no better way to do it is, to our vets.
Yeah, I woke up this morning and it's always a fight. I partied too hard, it what a hell of a night. Pull my pants up, shirt on, blew out the door. My body saying stop it, but I wanted some more. Walking through tornadoes, straight into a hurricane. Blown right into crooked, can't see but I feel the pain. Grab another breath, God help me with a bit of love. Making sense out of madness, please save me. I'm all twisted up. All twisted up. With my boss's attitude, couldn't stay in bed, but I need to make the paper just to stay ahead. My girlfriend's bitching cause I'm never around. Feel like an old sweater in a lost and found. Walking through tornadoes, straight into a hurricane. Blown right into crooked, can't see but I feel the pain. Grab another breath, God help me with a bit of love. Making sense out of madness, please save me. I'm all twisted up. All twisted up. All twisted up. It's just another night, I made it through the day with corn in my pocket and the still to pay. Got the top down, cranking my rock and roll. Got the pedal to the metal, let it take its toll. Walking through tornadoes, straight into a hurricane. Blown right into crooked, can't see but I feel the pain. Grab another breath, God help me with a bit of love. Making sense out of madness, please save me. I'm all twisted up. All twisted up. All twisted up.
shit, sounds like to me you were all twisted up.
Well, I could have been. Now, that song, All Twisted Up, now that song is about my manager, Vincent. He would have people stop, just to give you a visual of what he was. People would stop anywhere he went and want to do selfies with him because he looked so much like Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top. I mean, beard, everything. I mean, that was his character.
Oh, how?
Yeah, and he'd come home after being gone for 2 weeks, and within 35 minutes, I mean, the Crown Royal was out, the house was destroyed, the studio, was jacked up, and then he'd blow out, so, came in like a hurricane, he was all twisted up, man, but he was the best walking billboard for me for almost 25 years.
I mean, you two guys together, I mean, it's kind of like if you hooked up, you'd say, let's roll.
And that song was about him because he traveled in trucks everywhere he went. And Let's Roll was actually, I had written the music for that. And it's sort of hard to talk about it because, it's so fresh that he was passed. But he used to write when he was out there, and I told him, well, I'm going to write a song about you. And he says, no, don't do it about me. Do it about truckers. And I says, well, how about if I do a little bit about both of you? And he had written down some poetry, and I sort of took a little from here, took a little bit from here, and then I surprised him with the Let's Roll song, and he teared up. He teared up because he could tell that it was about him, even though it could be taken as anybody else, but he knew it was about him.
Yeah.
And it was 3 weeks after that song was played for him that he died of a heart attack in Walmart. So that song it has a lot of meaning to me, and I hope it brings people joy because it's a fun song to listen to.
we're still here on Inside the Disc. It's really cool. And it's our privilege to bring a guy here that is, has a legacy behind him that no other people on Inside the Disc or person has brought to this program. And it's really, really cool. And with great honor and privilege that I'm just going to have to shut my mouth now because I want to hear about this song. And I want to hear about the Reagan influences on this, because I believe he is I don't believe he's a Republican or a Democrat. I believe he is a libertarian conservative that cares about the world and what we leave our children. And welcome back, Mr. Rob.
Well, thank you. Shut your mouth. I mean, we're in a political year, let's face it, right? So, get ready for, I mean, I know it's been going on for a while, but it's just getting started. And, you know, the lies and the politicians, and they stand on their stumps and they just preach BS, you know, and they're all in it. You know, they fundraise for themselves. They don't really do anything for the country. And, you know, shut your mouth when you're talking to me. You know, that is basically the message. You know, give me some truth. You know, if you're going to sit there and lie to me, then you just need to shut your mouth when you're talking to me. And you're right. You know, I do care about what's going on. You know, I believe that, you know, there should be term limits for Congress and senators. That, you know, shake it up, dude. We gotta shake it up, because we need our strength back, as we need to be respected around the world, and we need to make our own country work. And so this is the Rock Your Vote song of the year. You know, we got to get this song out, because, you know, it could seriously drive people to say, you know what, yeah, you politicians lying or our nation's dying. You better shut your mouth when you're talking to me. I see your lips still flapping while all along you're laughing. You better shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Cool. We're going to play that song right now.
Let us show them by our actions that we understand what they died for.
Remember, we the people was living how the show was not to lose our way. Our forefathers saw us now. They be rolling their eyes and tossing their graves. Our politicians lying, while our nation's dying. You know you better shut your mouth when you're talking to me. I see your lips still flapping while I alone you're laughing. You know you better shut your mouth when you're talking to me. It's election time. Another game that the rich just love to play. It's a three-ring circus. The evil of the others with nothing to say, saturating our lives. Inundation all done with ill intent to be the last one standing. It's not the message, but how much money was spent. Our politicians lying, while our nation's dying. You know you better shut your mouth when you're talking to me. I see your lips still flapping while I know you're laughing. You know you better shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
We in America have learned bitter lessons from 2 world wars. It is better to be here ready to protect the peace than to take blind shelter across the sea, rushing to respond only after freedom is lost. We've learned that isolationism never was and never will be an acceptable response to tyrannical governments with expansionist intent.
In tumultuous times, have your mind eye watching, don't look the other way. It's a new dawn coming. We're either in it to win it or don't play the game, bowing down the false prophets. Yeah, it's not the way we should lead our land. It's time to be counted. Yeah, it's one nation, united understand. Our politicians lying while our nation's dying. You know you better shut your mouth when you're talking to me. I see your lips still flapping while I look on your laughing. You know you better shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Our politicians lying while our nation's dying. You know you better shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
You know, Rob, I don't mean to get into the political things, and that's one thing I never do on Inside the Disc is get into religion and politics. I have to just take those rules away because your music basically is all wrapped around that. And honestly, it's a screaming from, I can tell you that back in the days of caveman, when someone was beating on a drum a little bit better than the other person in the cave down the road was beating on the drum, and they would come up and, oh, listen to that guy beating the drum, man. That sounds pretty, that's cool. Let's go listen to the beat, and we'll take that back to the other, and we'll learn that beat. And, music, the tribal drum has just been going and going. But music, Rob, can change the world. And that's why I do this with Mother Earth Radio.
You're absolutely right, dude. Hey, people, I wish it was easy if you could hear the drum beat and you like the drum beat and you go over there, and say, hey, we're getting a band back together. Instead of it, there's riots in the streets and people threatening us from all over the world. It's just, I don't want the kids being born now to have to live in what we're living in now.
So you're definitely keeping the treble drum alive.
Absolutely.
And we appreciate that. And Rockin' Rob,
well, thank
I tell you what, it's been a pleasure, an honor, and I would say definitely a privilege tonight with you. Are you going to send us privilege? Oh, hell yeah, no doubt about that. To be with you tonight on Inside the Disc in our very first new season of it. I guess I wouldn't say new season. We're just going to revamp it and do things a little bit different. That way everybody can hear it any time they would like to hear it.
That's awesome.
And I love music so much as you do. Trust me. and in fact, when we finish the interview here, I'm going to, grab me a stockpile of the whiskey out there, and I shot a few javelinas, so I got the bacon out there, and oh yeah, I just want to hear you laugh, man. I just want to hear you laugh. I want to know tonight that you're still going to be my friend come tomorrow. If you'll still respect me in the morning.
Well, yeah, as much as we respect each other, it's mutual, my friend. It is totally mutual.
I love you, brother, and so does everybody at Rockport.